Hello trainers, Ganeto here, and we're diving together into Catch Cup with a Houndstone team. So this Pokemon is extremely fun, but sometimes it feels like it cannot finish off the job. What I mean is that the Leak is not the best fast attack available in the game, and sometimes you will feel like you're falling short to a lot of matchups that you're supposed to win overall. So as you can see here, we can still survive one more Leaf Tornado while we can get to the Sucking Fangs for the faint out against this Serperior. This is looking pretty good for us since we definitely won that lead, but this Clodsire now has farmed up a little bit of energy. This can be kinda crucial because at the back we have Water Gun on our Lantern, which means that we cannot charge up to those serves pretty fast, but of course we can survive at least one. I'm just gonna call it though on this first one, since we have two shields. I was thinking that perhaps they are gonna get to the Sludge Bomb, but as it seems they have no Sludge Bomb at all. Instead, they're gonna get to that Stone Edge, then the Earthquake, which we are gonna block, and this is looking like a very good battle overall after that first call. So here comes now the Surf from our part, and this will most likely finish off the Gligar. But before they farm a lot of energy, I decide to switch out to my Clefable because this Pokemon is absolutely insane. We can get to those meter masses now with Fair Wind pretty fast and still guarantee the win up against this first trainer. Into the next one now, and we're having a Ninetales from Alola on its shadow form. This is not looking that great, but hopefully they run Powder Snow. So obviously if you have a Dragon type, this move is gonna be much better against the Dragon types, but against the neutrals, I think that Charm is just gonna perform much better, especially when it comes from a shadow Pokemon like Alola Ninetales. Now on the switch, we're meeting up with Skeledirge, and here is where I think that Psychic is gonna help you more than Moonblast as your second charge attack. You need that extra coverage not only for the fire types but also against Clodsire, which is pretty much everywhere in the meta, and of course I believe that Clefable right after can still reach to some really nice heavy nukes even against neutral opponents. So that's why I have it here as a safe switch, and as you can see here, we can win a bunch of those CMPs as well, which is pretty nice. Down we go now to the Sludge Bomb, but not before we chunk a nice amount of HP out of that Clodsire, and with that in mind now we can survive pretty much whatever they throw here, not risking it for the biscuit. And now I have to block the following move, as it seems though they do not even have Dazzling, which is pretty nice for my Lantern, and we can easily farm down with the Water Guns. Clodsire now stands no chance at all, so they will back out. Pidgeot is a very bad lead for this team, especially with Houndstone having no access to a single move that can hurt this Pokemon, and of course now on the switch we're beating up this Quagsire. So Quagsire is absolutely everywhere, but look at this particular individual one. Look at how cute it is with that Thief's Cap or whatever that is, and we can definitely go with back-to-back Psychics to almost finish it off. Since I saw that defense drop, it made me think that perhaps we can farm down with those Fair Winds, but guess again, because you cannot do that. This is kind of a big bummer now, because they have a Pokemon like Pidgeot which can easily reach to a Brave Bird and destroy me down since I have no shields at all, and also they have two shields on their side to protect even more their Pidgeot. But my opponent here doesn't want to go ahead and go pretty rough on those shields. They do not want to risk it to shield for the second time their Pidgeot, so instead they decide to go for the early move, then overfarm a little bit, and then switch out to their Whiskas. I'm not sure if at this point they have a charge attack ready to go, but I surely have to play along. But as it seems here, this Whiskas is still gonna get to those double Mud Bombs and finish off my Houndstone. Now it's my Lantern's turn to come into the battle, and of course one Mud Bomb will deal so much damage. All I want to do here is to reach to the point that I have a Surf and a Thunderbolt at least ready to go, but not only we're far away from the Thunderbolt, but also they have the energy needed with a Brave Bird to finish me off, and we're gonna fall short to this trainer, even though we had some very bad individual matchups along the way. Into the next battle now with another bad lead, this time against this Trevenant. So Trevenant is definitely a bad one because of the amount of damage that Shadow Claw is gonna do in combination with a simple Seed Bomb, which can just bring us almost to no HP. Now on the switch we are meeting up with a Sandslash, but not before we throw our Psychic Fangs here, which was definitely a mistake, but as it seems it's kinda clutch because we can still go ahead and push a lot now with that debuff with the Meteor Mass and with those Fairy fairy winds, which is kinda weird against a steel type, but still it is gonna happen. Anyways, able to complete the farm down here with our Houndstone, and I was praying for them to go for the Trevenant here because my Lantern definitely stands no chance at all against this Pokemon. Now at the back they have Clodsire, and let's get now to those back-to-back serves. I know that I have to respect the damage from potential Earthquake. I'm gonna be kinda lucky on that guess here, and now we have the double serve coming up on their side. They definitely need to shield at least one, but the second one is definitely gonna go ahead and pass through at this point. Look at how much damage we can do, and I think that even the Earthquake cannot finish us off here. Yeah, we can just barely survive, while the Houndstone will just finish off the job in a very close victory. Into the next battle now with the Arctibugs up in front. This Pokemon is pretty troublesome for a lot of teams, and that's mainly because of its ability not only to get those Dragon Claws but also to the Avalanches, which is absolutely insane for a Dragon type to use an Ice type move. So this Dragon Ice type Pokemon is also pretty good against my Pokemon, my Houndstone, but as it seems the second Psychic Fangs is definitely gonna draw a shield out of them. Now I can easily go with Clefable and start farming down all that crucial energy. Avalanche here for big damage on my end, but we don't care at all, we can still guarantee the farm down. Now at the back they have Clodsire, and as you can see here, I definitely need Psychic for this team. It does a lot more work than Moonblast, and yeah, you should do it as well. No need to go for the Moonblast at all. Meteor Mass and Psychic, and you are off to go to a very good battle. So over here now I'm just gonna call it is a Sludge Bomb, no biggie for the Earthquake or whatever, and right after I'm getting a feeling that they're gonna reach to another Sludge Bomb, and I do not like my odds at all. Doing so, we can still get here to another double serve, a pair of serves for this Gligar. I know they have the shield, but as it seems they just surrendered this battle, and we're just gonna completely farm down. Even if they blocked there, we could still go for another run, and obviously the outcome would have been the same. Into the next battle now, trainers, and we're having a Golbat up in front. As soon as they do not get to those Shadow Balls, we're gonna be just fine, and because on this incident we can still reach to the Psychic Fangs for super effective damage, not big damage though, I'm pretty sure because of the overfarm they're gonna get here to the Poison Fang bait, and because this is another Poison Fang bait, I'm just gonna let that go through. No reason to block the incoming Poison Fang at all, and right after we can still get to another Psychic Fangs on the next Pokemon before fading down. Now my Clefable can definitely go in, and all we have to do here is to reach to a simple Psychic to finish off Golisopod out of existence, especially with that debuff. So Psychic is coming off, and to my surprise they can still hold on. Are you kidding me? Golisopod is so glassy and Psychic still hits like a truck. So perhaps if we had Moonblast here, could have been a better option I guess, but it doesn't matter. The battle is definitely not over yet. Another Fashion Pokemon comes into the battle, the Quagsire, and all we have to do here is to reach to another serve to push them to the mistake and absolutely finish them off with our Clefable. And as it seems here, we can definitely draw the shield out of them. We have a little bit of energy stored up on our Clefable, but are we even close to that Meteor Mass? I do not remember. Yes, we are, trainers. Now everything comes to my mind, and everything is gonna stand correct. And here comes our Golbat. We can still farm down with the Fairy Winds. Are you kidding me? The resisted fast attack is just gonna get us the win over here. Into the final one now, trainers, and we're having Clodsire up in front. So this Pokemon is always troublesome, but you know what they say, you can always stay in with Houndstone is absolutely pretty good. Not anyone is saying that, this is the only time that I said it, and yeah, it is a saying from now I guess. Anyways, Clodsire here, so we need to respect the damage even from that Sludge Bomb at this point. And now after the first debuff, I'm pretty sure that this next Psychic Fangs is gonna do so much damage back at them. At this point we can also farm down, which is pretty crazy, and before we get farmed down by those Dragon Breaths, we're still gonna unleash the power of Dig. The reason I'm using Dig over Shadow Ball is because of people using Lanterns and Clodsires all over the internet, so I had to go ahead and use Dig instead of Shadow Ball for my Houndstone just for coverage. So with that in mind, now we have Meteor Mass for that Medicham and another one to threat it. So I'm not expecting them to seal the second one, since that was pretty obvious that I was gonna go for the Meteor Mass, but at this point I don't care at all I have to do here is to thread that final shield out of existence, and with that in mind, my lantern then can go in, tank even a whole psychic, and still finish off this medicine for sure. So let's see how this is gonna unfold, because psychic is coming off. Now they switch out to the active box. This Pokemon has more HP than I was remembering, to be fair, and here comes now the Surf to finish it off, and Medicham will most likely follow the same fate here, because there is no way at all that this is a psychic. Just the Ice Punch, we can survive with those weird IVs, and now the Surf will guarantee that victory. So that is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end. Just be sure to leave a huge like before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, because if you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're doing with my videos all this time. And with that said, I have 2 videos for you to check out. Feel free to check them out, have fun on Catch Cup, and I will catch you all into the next one.